Tonight for dinner, I'm cooking a lamb ragu. This is a pasta and sauce dish with ground lamb and lots of delicious vegetables. It's a very customizable recipe because you can swap out and substitute the vegetables based on what you have available in the fridge. For today's version, I'm going to use an eggplant, zucchini, carrots, mushrooms, and some onions as the base for the sauce. I'm going to start by chopping up all of the vegetables. And a key here is to make sure that you chop all of them into very small pieces. This way they all sort of melt together into the sauce. This is about how small I chop the eggplant. To prepare the mushrooms, I start by just pulling the stem out, and now I'm going to chop them nice and small. I definitely should have used a bigger plate to put all my prepped vegetables, but we're going to make do. I would recommend using either one large onion or two small onions like I'm using. Next, I'm going to mince lots of cloves of garlic. I finished chopping all of the vegetables for the sauce, and now I want to show you how I prepare the tomatoes. I use peeled whole tomatoes in this recipe as opposed to chopped tomatoes. You could definitely use chopped tomatoes. I do all the time as a substitute, but when I have time, I think that these just have a slightly better texture. I'll start by opening the can and just draining out some of that sauce that's already in there. This makes it a little bit less messy. And they're really easy to chop up. And I'm just gonna put everything into a bowl. This is not related to cooking at all, but I just wanted to appreciate the beauty of these peonies that I bought from Tesco's today. I just brought everything over to the stove, and now we're ready to begin cooking the sauce. As a next step, I'm gonna be browning our ground lamb. I added a little bit of olive oil to the bottom of the pan because lamb is kind of a lean meat and I didn't want it to stick. Lamb is done browning, so I've transferred it to this dish, and now we're gonna start cooking these vegetables. Now I'm gonna give these a good stir so that everything is evenly coated in the olive oil. Since there are so many vegetables in this pan, I'm adding a little bit of extra olive oil. These vegetables are so beautiful and colorful, and we're gonna let them cook in this olive oil until they've caramelized. So they're gonna release a lot of their water and cook down. I recommend being patient with this. This will take some time. Cook it on medium-high heat and give it a stir every couple of minutes. You can really see how much these have cooked down now that all the moisture has come out of these vegetables, and they have such a beautiful aroma. These vegetables have caramelized. I'm going to add in the garlic. The reason why we wait to add the garlic is because garlic cooks very quickly, and once it overcooks, it has a really bitter flavor, which we don't want in our sauce. I've let the garlic cook for about 20 seconds, and the smell is just so delicious. Now I'm gonna add our lamb back in. If at this stage there are some brown bits stuck to the bottom of the pan, no worries, because we're about to deglaze it with our tomato sauce. To season the sauce, I'm going to add a bit more cracked black pepper. I also have some crushed red chili flakes that I'm going to add. I'm also going to add in lots of dried oregano. I'm going to wait on adding any more salt to this because I want to let it cook and taste it. You can always add more salt, but you can't take it away, so I don't want to oversalt it. To infuse this with even more flavor, I added about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. This is the pasta that I'm using for tonight's recipe. It's actually a fresh pasta, which I'm very excited about. Now I'm going to pour the pasta directly into the sauce. The last thing that I'm going to add is that fresh parsley that we chopped earlier. If you try this recipe and have any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. Thanks for cooking with me.